Hey guys, welcome to episode 2 of the 5 Minute Friday. Now, it's no secret that keywords are the foundation of any successful SEO campaign, but there's so many different ways to go about keyword research. There's so much information out there, it can be intimidating. Like, where do you start, right? Now, most people make the mistake of overcomplicating things in the beginning, especially. They really try and reinvent the wheel, and there's no need to do that. The truth is, the best place that you can start is really with your competitors. And that's the topic of this video today. Not only am I going to show you how to real quickly identify all the keywords your top competitors are ranking for that you are not, I'm going to show you how to filter out the keywords that are relevant to your business, actually have search volume, and the ones that you can realistically rank for and go after. And at the end of the video, I'm going to show you how to start adding context to the keywords in terms of mapping them to your funnel and coming up with content topic ideas to go along with each keyword. So let's just jump right in. Okay, today I'll be using Ahrefs to perform the keyword gap analysis, but you can use a lot of other tools like SEMrush to complete this exercise. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do is identify who are your top competitors. And a real easy way to do this is you just come, grab your domain URL, head back over to the Site Explorer here in Ahrefs, enter your domain in, and then just scroll down to the competing domains section right here. And then instantly you're going to be given a long list of domains that are competing with you for the same keywords. And you can see here the column, they've got all of the common keywords that you and each specific competitor rank for, as well as the unique keywords they're ranking for that you are not. Now, what I like to do is to start with 10 competitors from this list, and then I also like to drill through and have a look at who are their top competitors. And this is just a great way to really quickly expand out the list of competitors that you have. So, I just click through on Kissmetrics as an example, and now I'm looking at their competing domains, and there are a bunch of new sites in here that were not listed in this original list of competitors that I had. So what I like to do is just go through that for 10 of these competitors, look at 5 to 10 of their competitors, and then come back over to a spreadsheet and just list out all of the competitor URLs that you find in Ahrefs. I like to start with at least 50 competitors, just because this gives us a lot more keyword data that we'll be able to find. Now, some of the competitors in this list are going to have much higher domain authority than your website. Like I can see here, Moz, HubSpot, they have a ton of authority. So the key in this step is we really need to filter out of this list of competitors which ones have comparable authority to your site, because essentially if they're able to rank for a keyword, if they have similar domain authority to you, provided you produce killer content, there's a great chance that you're also going to be able to rank or outrank them for those same keywords. And the quickest way to do this is just copy all of the URLs from your list of competitors, copy those, and then head back over here to Ahrefs, and you'll hit the tools and then click batch analysis tool. And just paste those URLs in and hit start analysis. Now, Ahrefs is going to return a bunch of top-level SEO metrics for each of the domains that you listed in here, and one of those ratings is going to be the domain rating here. Now, before we go any further, just so we have a benchmark, navigate back over to and look at your site. Just enter it into the Site Explorer. It's already on my dashboard here. I can see I have a domain rating of 53. Now, if I come back over here, what we'll want to do is just filter the domains by the domain rating score. And instantly I can see that there are dozens of websites in here that have comparable domain authority to me that are ranking for loads of keywords. I always like to start with competitors that are plus or minus 5 domain rating points from mine. So since I'm at 53, I'm going to focus first on the sites with a domain rating between 48 and 58. Now again, you can see that there's dozens of sites that fit in here, and so that we're going to have a lot of data to work with. So the next step, once we have these sites, is to copy each of the URLs and navigate back over to this feature within Site Explorer called Content Gap. Now what this tool will essentially do is it'll go out, you can add in 10 competitor URLs, and it's going to find all the keywords that any of your competitors are ranking for in the top 10, if you check this box, that your site is not. Now all you then do is just click Show Keywords, and it'll run through, and instantly, if you scroll down, you can see that it's returned over 20,500 keywords that these sites are all ranking for that I am not. So from there, what you'll do is you'll just come up here and you'll click export to export all of these keywords back into your spreadsheet. Now you can see here I have a master keyword list of the keyword output from that export. And you'll see here that it ports in a bunch of metrics such as volume, keyword difficulty, cost per click. I like to add in another column called target, and this process now does require a little bit of manual review just because we want to start weeding out some of the better keyword targets. Now, there's two things that I'm looking for as I'm moving through this list. First, I'm looking for specific keyword targets that I can go after with an article. Now, these are usually going to be longer tail variations. They'll have 3 or more keywords in them. And then the other one that I'm looking for as well are broad topical themes. Now these are usually just going to be 1 or 2 word phrases, such as, like in this case, keyword research, link building, content strategy, things like that. Keywords that are going to have a ton of volume. They're going to be really, really competitive in most cases, but they're fantastic seed keywords and topics that you can use to expand your keyword research from in the future. Now as I go through, you can see here that as I scan down, I just place an X in this box next to themes or keywords that I have an interest in. And then once I have completed going down the list, I can then just simply sort the list by anything that I've placed an X with, and then I have a nice little short list of keywords here that I can then focus on and start building out my content strategy with and filling those keyword gaps. So what I'll do is I'll just copy these keywords now, and I'll add them into my keyword gap tab. Now in here, this is where I start to play around with the keywords a little bit more, and I really start to try and add a little bit more meaning to each of the keywords so that we can actually start acting on them. And to help make sense of the data, I add in a few more columns. I list each keyword as the primary keyword. Then I created a secondary keywords column that I'll show you why in just a second. I have the keyword difficulty. Yeah, and then I have a tab in here. It's called intent. So this is really, I have 3 ones. I have tofu, MOFU, and BOFU, and what those stand for essentially is top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and bottom of the funnel. So this is just a great way to have something in there so that you can filter and identify if you're lacking or have too much content at each stage of the funnel. Really identify content gaps across your sales funnel. Then I have a competitor URL column that I add in a link to an article from one of my competitors that's already ranking for the keyword so that it can give me some content inspiration. And then I have a column here called monetization CTA, and what this is about is really identifying how am I going to monetize this article, or what CTA or call to action am I going to have in the content. Now you can see here that I've started highlighting green some of the keywords. These are ones that I'm really interested in exploring a little bit further. These are both keywords that I can write an article around, as well as topics that I can expand off of my keyword research moving forward. Now, one of the final tips I'll give you here is another cool feature in Ahrefs that you can use to find additional topical ideas and secondary keywords is come over here, enter in one of your competitors. So in this case, I've got Matthew Woodward here, and then we click through down to the top pages report. And what this will do, similar to inside SEMrush, is it'll give you a list of all of the pages in here that are driving the most traffic to his website. And then I can just scan down here and see if any of the keywords, first I can look for any new keyword ideas, but I can see if any that I already have in my keyword list. Like back here, I have one of the keywords I want to go after was how to start a successful blog, 1,300 searches. So now I know that he's got an article there as well, but look at this. This is ranking for 92 other keyword variations. So there are probably going to be a bunch of great secondary keywords that I can export from here and then add as secondary keywords from my article. And I can, even from here, I can look at the article itself. Just click through here, and I can start scanning through and seeing some of the topics he's created within the post. And then I can say, how can I beat this? And really from there I can just come up with great topical ideas, make sure I'm getting in as many secondary keywords to increase the keyword spread and organic traffic potential of that post. And I'll just go through and repeat that process for all the keywords in here. And then once I've done that, I have a great list of keyword gaps that I can start filling, and a great list of topics that I can expand my keyword research from and just build out that keyword list further and further and further. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. And until the next 5 Minute Friday, I'll talk to you soon.